Alright, hopefully just a quickie today. Gonna have some projects that I'm gonna need this thing to be in tip-top shape for over the next few months. Most of them you'll probably see here, so I can't remember the last time I greased the wheel bearings, so we're gonna take it apart and check them. They're all good, yet they don't make any noise and they don't heat up, but better safe than 500 miles from home, sorry. Yep, 81, that'll do. Alright. It'll also give me a chance to take a look at the brakes. I haven't been in there in a while either. There we go. Felt pretty good. If I can not drop this in the dirt. Or that. They're pretty greasy. We're going to take it apart and look at it anyway. Okay, so here's the electric brakes. This is your magnet. There's a spring behind it, so if it pops itself off, you need to make sure that's back where it's supposed to be when you put the drum back on. Other than being a little fuzzy, looks like they're all there. Doesn't look like the seal's been leaking, so that's good. It's a little cruddy, but not greasy, so we'll clean that up. Bearing looks pretty good in there, a lot of grease, but what I'm going to do is set this down. Take the needle point that I use on the big Dodge to do that weird joint in the four-wheel drive and just stick it down in here and shoot some grease in between the race and the rollers. Get it good and packed. Alright. Now we will carefully decrust this thing. Try to knock any in it. Try not to knock any in it. It's pretty dry and crusty. It's not like it's actively seeping or weeping, so I think it's good. There we go. Yeah, seal looks pretty good. All right. So that's the back side of the bearing behind the seal. To get that bearing out, you got to pull the seal and then wreck the seal, and then you got to put the new bearing in it. But the bearing looks good. Everything else looks good. Nothing appears to have significantly spun on the shaft or on the spindle. So, put this baby back on. Brakes are pretty good. They don't really need any adjustment. There's not any real drag when they're there, but they're pretty darn close. I've found once that if these are misadjusted enough, they'll over center and not return and just lock the back tires when the brakes come on, which is entertaining at best and annoying at worst. Because then you got to stop and back up and get it going again. Alright, now that that's done, I'm going to do the same thing to the front bearing. And this is actually packing the bearing, because I can see it squirting out some of the gray grease with the red. There she goes. Washer goes back. Castle nut. See where the hole is. Right there. I think that is good enough. Electric clicks. Alright, so that's one. Got to do the other one. Basically the same, but the hub's different because it doesn't have a brake on it. So once I get there, I'll show you the difference. Alright, so here's the one without the brake. Very simple, it is just a hub, but I'll tell you, that's a little loose for my taste. That's how I found it before I even pulled this off. So, I'm gonna get that out of there. Grease it up in the same way. The bearings are exactly the same as the other one. You got the seal in the back you want to check, but this one is dry, as you can see. I'm gonna grease it up, put it back, snug that up, get it all put back together. Alright, back together. And nothing major on that. I think she's good to go. So you will see what we'll be bringing home in the next few months, assuming I bring it home. So anyway, hope you're all having a good day. Keep your stuff maintained. Take care.